Aew Dynamite starts with the Jericho Appreciation Society coming out. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Tay Conti, Anna Jade, Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard and Angelo Parker, and they celebrate Jericho being the Ring of Honor World Champion. Then Jericho gives Garcia a hat, and Garcia goes to say something, but Jericho interrupts and says, "Are you a pro wrestler or a sports entertainer?" But then Bryan Danielson comes out and says Garcia can join Black Bull Combat Club if he wants. And Garcia says, "Would it be entertaining if me and Bryan teamed up against Chris and Sammy?" Then Matt Menard yells at Garcia for turning his back on them when they had him for a year, and Matt wants to punch Bryan, so Matt versus Bryan, and Bryan wins with a crossface. Wheeler Yuta comes out, trash-talking MJF and wants a match, then MJF comes out and says no match tonight, then Yuta goes to walk up the ramp, but Austin and the Colton Gunn stand beside MJF. Juice Robinson versus John Moxley, and Moxley wins with an armbar. After the match, Hangman Adam Page comes out and has a stare-off with Moxley. Then MJF from the Skybox says whoever wins in their match is only fighting to lose to MJF. Then Yuta's behind MJF and attacks him. Saraya comes out and says she's here to change up the women's division in AEW and brings out some women. But Britt Baker comes out and says, "I put my neck on the line for this division and mine can handle it unlike yours." And Saraya says, "Britt, your name literally rhymes with shit." And Saraya says Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb will now be a lumberjack match for the women's title. So they have the match and Toni wins with a pile driver off the second rope. Backstage, Private Party, Mike Quetta and Isaiah Cassidy are arguing with Butcher and Blade, and Andrade tells Private Party, "You still work for me." Then Matt Hardy walks over to Private Party and tells them, "Quit, get out of your deal and I'll be waiting, and this time we'll do it right." Ricky Starks versus a jobber, and Ricky wins with Rochambeau. Bandito versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor title in the main event, and Jericho pulls Bandito's mask down so he can't see, and Jericho wins with the Walls of Jericho. After the match, Jericho says he's going to destroy the legacy of Ring of Honor and he'll beat every champion, and says next is Bryan Danielson, then says he'll destroy every Ring of Honor champion, commentator, referee, and ring announcer, and then he hits a Judas effect on the ring announcer. We'll see you next week for the next Dynamite highlight.